It's a Western Conference matchup as the Portland Trail Blazers come into town in this game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Hey, gentlemen. Ready?
And Portland starts out with the ball. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, Aminu and Nurkic up front. The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. And it's Turner in the 3 spot.
And the Blazers have a number of playmakers on their roster, and I think that takes the offensive load off of guys like Lillard and McCollum to score. Maybe a reason why Evan Turner was added to the roster. Try to get some guys in motion, maybe less attention to these guys playing in isolation to create some scoring opportunities.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first.
An extremely fluid athlete with sneaky explosiveness. It's a wonder Durant doesn't block more shots.
Thompson in the corner. Green kicks to Iguodala. Back to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And Lillard kicks to Aminu. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Thompson passes to Iguodala. The 8-footer. And Durant finishes inside. Durant's got his first basket.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. And another shot. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Don't talk much about the arc on a shot, but Nurkic did a great job hauling in that rebound and finishing the look over top.
Now here's Curry. Iguodala wide open. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
And Turner kicks to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, the play from Nurkic was as good as they come. Terrific job getting deep inside there and nailing the shot.
Durant kicks to Iguodala. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Iguodala's got 5.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the Warriors dominant last season, again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league.
McCollum passes to Turner. Back to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Iguodala. He's got 7. Curry dishes to Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Pass to Nathan. Portland moving the ball around. Collins, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Durant with it. Guarded now by Harkless. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Green with a screen on Collins. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Davis.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. .106 left to play in the first quarter. Connaughton kicks to Davis. Feeds it to Harkless. Tries again. Back to Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Harkless with the steal. They grab their own miss. Connaughton kicks to Napier. Shoots over Curry. That one a little long.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Thompson.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
It'll count. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their deep.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Brent, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, and you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open 3 for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? Why do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin. Positionless.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, they've got Davis. Collins is out there with Mo Harkless. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Pachulia the pass to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And it's off the back rim. No good. Trailblazers trailed by 7. Pull-up jumper. Collins kicks to Connaughton. He feeds it to Collins. A 3-ball. Here's Davis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Fellas, Al-Farouq has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4, and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender. And I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Collins. McCollum comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Napier. It's Davis with the drive. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Pachulia.
The CJ, such an effective 2-guard, not just a shooter and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight break to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, tough to knock Klay Thompson with that wide base off balance. Even when he gets hit, he maintained control on that play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for David West. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Davis. And it's Turner in for Harkless. One thing with Klay Thompson, Brent, when he gets it going, he recognizes it and looks to take over games. You saw it when he led that huge comeback for the Warriors in the 2016 playoffs against the Thunder, and you saw it when he went for 37 points in a quarter.
There are just a few players in the league that can do some of the things, especially when they're hot, like Klay Thompson does. I even think back to last year during the finals, Klay Thompson struggling offensively, and then all of a sudden coming up with a huge first quarter where he scored 16 points against the Cavs to help get the Warriors going.
And stolen by Lillard. Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
McCollum showing some offensive persistence there. Awesome at going right at the defense. And then he finds himself at the free throw line.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And C.J. McCollum, the league's most improved player in 2016, won it easily.
I like the quiet confidence of C.J. McCollum, who just was waiting for the minutes. I think he felt like he was capable of doing these things. He just needed the time. And with the time he got, he took full advantage of it. One of the best scorers now in the NBA.
And Aminu kicks to McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside for Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
More and more, Damian Lillard becoming that dangerous playmaker. Does a great job there finding the open man.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Here's Lillard, and it's Aminu in the corner. A three from McCollum, and another three for Portland.
The defender does a good job of contesting there, but McCollum's skill set and focus, they win out.
And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Green has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Use it as a challenge, almost an insult, if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. Bell comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Patrick McCall. And then for the Trailblazers, Collins comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Turner. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Well, that's the specialty, right? So dangerous from anywhere on the floor. The defense has to be more active and attentive than that.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Iguodala comes in for Bell. Takes Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Here's Collins. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Portland trailing here. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Nurkic with it. Now Green defending. Lillard against Thompson. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Outside Durant. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Right back after this break. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Hey, Brent, as we move toward a more positionless league, versatility obviously is such a key. Who do you think are some of the more versatile centers in the game right now?
Well, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, but Anthony Davis playing a little bit more of the 5 is certainly a nightmare matchup. He's expanded his range to be able to shoot threes. Kristaps Porzingis represents basketball's version of a unicorn. Nobody knows what to make of that guy. DeMarcus Cousins, we see Karl Anthony Towns exploring his game in Minnesota and the versatility he has as a passing big that can shoot from range. And Joel Embiid in Philadelphia is raising all kinds of eyebrows, Kevin. I've just never seen somebody with that kind of size and that kind of mobility have such a soft touch from the three-point line. So the new evolutionized 5 position and revolutionized 5 position is in good shape.
That's a great list. Lethal shooting pair of Clay and KD out on the perimeter. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Curry in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Nurkic kicks to Aminu. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Outside Curry. Green dishes to Curry. Back to Green. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Young comes in for Kevin Durant. Davis is checked in for Portland. And Turner kicks to McCollum. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Young. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Warriors lead by 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Aminu with the bucket.
Well, it's been a few years that defenses have challenged Aminu to take that shot. They may think twice tonight after seeing that.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. 5 on the clock. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from McCollum.
And if you don't watch him enough, you got to understand that C.J. McCollum on the inside has the skill set to still score.
Now here's Curry. He's got 10. Green passes to Curry. Back to Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson for 3. That shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And Brent, Al-Farouq Aminu, probably the best defender on this Blazers team.
Certainly the versatility is there, Kevin, but you like playing with him mostly at the 4. He rebounds well despite being a bit slender. It's his streaky perimeter shooting that makes it tough for the coaching staff to gauge just how many minutes Al-Farouq Aminu is going to play.
And the Warriors making a change here. Pachulia is checked in. Harkless is checked in for Portland. Shabazz Napier comes in for Lillard. And now Portland on the break. And a wide open look for McCollum. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Aminu. Here's Davis. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Portland shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. JaVale McGee comes in for Kevon Looney. And it's Livingston in for Curry. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Collins checked in for Aminu. And it's Pat Connaughton in for C.J. McCollum. Dishes it to Collins. Now the pass to Connaughton. He kicks to Collins. Tries a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Collins has got 7 points.
A tough matchup for the smaller defender there. Just shot right over the top without thinking twice.
Last break. Here come the Trailblazers. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Livingston kicks to Young. Over in the corner, Livingston. And stolen by Napier. Here's Harkless. The Blazers keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Outside, Davis. Here's Napier. Passes to Collins. Here's Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. Napier passes to Connaughton. The offensive rebound. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for JaVale McGee. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Young. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And a switch here also for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Davis.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Harkless with the bucket.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, the pure length of Durant makes his shot so difficult to contest. Just one of many reasons he lives at the free throw line.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw. Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
That will count. And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back right after this. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Trailblazers leading by 9. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Collins and Nurkic up front together. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. The Trailblazers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Got that one up quick. Napier's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Portland. The feed to West. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. What is nice to see from Iguodala in the tail end of his career, Brent, is that he has actually gotten more efficient from the floor.
Well, Iguodala does a good job of picking and choosing his spots, and I think having the teammates that he has, drawing that kind of attention, guys like Curry, Durant, and certainly Klay Thompson from the perimeter, opens up opportunities that Iguodala just can read so very well. Doesn't need to be risky with anything he does offensively.
It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance.
Man, this is where KD is so versatile. The defense playing him to shoot. He spots the open man, hits them with the perfect pass.
Now here's Harkless. Nurkic kicks to Harkless. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Andre Iguodala. And for Mo Harkless, Greg, a one and done as we know out of St. John's, then first played in the NBA with Orlando, but he has found a role, it seems, with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and think of it, the Magic basically gave him away. Felt he wasn't aggressive enough and not a good enough shooter. He's gained confidence here in Portland and parlayed that into a long-term contract.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, he's one of the league's more dangerous deep shooters. McCollum hits a high percentage of threes when he's in sync.
Timeout called the Warriors. Brent, when you played, you were able to score in a variety of ways. Which do you think you were better at, shooting off the catch or off the dribble?
There's no doubt that shooting off the catch, Kevin, was much easier for me. I love the fact that I could get my feet set, start to anticipate when the ball was coming, who the ball was coming from, and then establish my own rhythm for each of those opportunities to cast away at the rim.
I would think, though, you get rhythm by working off the dribble, too.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be able to do that, but I oftentimes use that dribble to maybe create another opportunity for a teammate. And then the other idea, Kevin, is if you're a great catch and shoot player, the pump fake and one dribble in, that's something you have to perfect to keep the defense honest in terms of their closeout.
Turner's checked in for Portland. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He's not satisfied with their effort level. He said, we're not hustling out there, guys. We are not going to win that way. I promise you. We've got to get after it. We'll see how his team responds.
Outside Durant. Curry outside. Back to Durant. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Well, McCollum right now relentless on the offensive end. It doesn't matter how much he's scoring. He'll take a little more.
Curry can't get it to go. Curry against Lillard. No one near Turner as he lets it go. McCollum passes to Nurkic. A second chance effort. And the shot is long.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
It's tipped. Warriors trail by 16. Curry outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Turner's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Aminu. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. The shot by Iguodala. And it's Iguodala again missing. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Out to Turner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Aminu, the pass to Turner. 5 to shoot. Shoots. Trailblazers keep it alive. And here's McCollum for 3. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point he is so dialed in. You got to get him off his spots.
They need this. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good predictive steal by Klay Thompson. Makes a great read. Snatches that one away. Gets in the passing lane.
Back to Lillard. No good from outside. Warriors trail by 19. Iguodala kicks to Curry. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 19. 1:29 left in the 4th.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier, and they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
It's all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Now, here is Young. Here's Livingston. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Trailblazers leading by 16. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Napier dishes to Davis. Napier passes to Connaughton. 6 on the shot clock. Napier kicks to Davis. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
And that one's good by Davis.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Young's shot is off. Here's Harkless. No good on that one. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We're inside the Wells Fargo Center, live from Philadelphia. It's the 76ers. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Chris Middleton is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's John Henson. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. Back to Snell. And stolen by Redick. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone. And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Simmons with the defensive effort. First quarter, just over a minute played. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And a look at John Henson, the Tar Heel product, very measured in his play. Never does much to hurt you when he's out on the floor.
John Henson's out there for two reasons. Rebound the basketball and be a rim protector. He uses those incredibly long arms to bother shooters. And as long as the perimeter defense is shuffling guys towards John Henson's way, it can have a huge effect on the ball game for the minutes he's in.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Covington pitch to Embiid. Wide open. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. There's the pass to Henson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Saric.
Man, Antetokounmpo just distributing the ball so quickly and finding that open man with ease.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game. The free throw off from Henson.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
And Embiid with the block. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo again. Embiid And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
Outside for Redick. Fires for three. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Snell. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Bledsoe outside. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. That three off the mark. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. Second shot opportunity. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
To the paint. And Henson with the bucket on the assist from Eric Bledsoe.
Now, this is where he should operate. Henson has developed his skills, but has limited range.
Simmons passes to Redick. Bledsoe against Simmons. And Henson sends it back.
Well, Henson's an explosive leaper and really active on that play.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
And Embiid throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Back to Redick. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe kicks to Snell. Covington with the steal. Outside for Simmons. Another three for Philadelphia. So, Brent, certain players are known for getting into people's heads. Who is a guy you played against that really challenged your mental toughness?
I'll give you two examples, Kevin. As an opponent, I would tell you that Vernon Maxwell was one of the less cerebral and more in-your-face aggressive players that I ever faced as an opponent. But on the flip side of that, Kevin, there were guys I played with that sometimes would challenge you mentally. In particular, one Gary Payton in Seattle. Always interesting to see how he approached the game, and sometimes even his own teammates.
But you always welcome the challenge, I'm sure.
Well, I take it head on. I mean, that's what guys do. They're paid to compete.
Covington. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Brogdon. Henson dishes to Parker. Outside Terry. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
That pushes it to double digits. Fultz has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down. You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
And Ilyasovic kicks to Covington. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that you're coming at them all night long.
Bucks trail by 10. McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Bellinelli is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Johnson in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Over in the corner, Fultz. Back to Ilyasova. On the mark with the 15-footer. Ilyasova's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Philadelphia's shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%.
And the one thing that you gotta love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
Jabari absorbing a lot of contact on that play, and then a nice soft touch on the difficult shot.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
And the Bucks making a change here. John Henson's checked in for Zeller. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Parker. Tony Snell's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jason Terry. It's tipped. Here's Bledsoe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, that can become a reliable shot for Bledsoe, getting to the mid-range and a little separation. That can help.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Fultz. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Johnson. The 76ers leading by 6. McConnell passes to Johnson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Sharge comes in for Ilyasova. And Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Snell dishes to Bledsoe. Here's Snell, covered by Redick. For 3, Middleton. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch-and-shoot game.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Hey, Brent, we know that speed is at a premium these days, but so are analytics. Talk about some of the guys who are both quick and extremely efficient.
I think about a couple guys at the point guard position, because that's normally you say quick, that's where your head goes, Kevin. So Isaiah Thomas is one of those guys that is just a blur. Once he crosses half court, he's going to counterpunch you in some way. And then Steph Curry in Golden State, you have to come out to 30 feet to guard what Steph's going to do. But there are also guys who are deceptive with their quickness and the way that C.J. McCollum manipulates a pick-and-roll set and gets himself into the mid-range. These guys are pretty good at what they do, exercising that quickness along with efficiency.
Bucks trail by 5. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Redick. Back to Simmons. Johnson with a screen on Bledsoe. Saric with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Redick. The second chance effort. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Johnson.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Outside, Simmons. And Redick kicks to Simmons. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Johnson. And Robert Covington subbed in for Bellinelli. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Simmons passes to Saric. Covington dishes to Embiid. Shot from the top of the key. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Wow, credit there. Somehow finds a way to knock that one in.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Fires for 3. Milwaukee the rebound. Here's the 3. But they recover it. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Henson. Jabari Parker comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Terry in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Brogdon. And Embiid with the block. Here's Covington. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
And Zeller kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Terry. The Bucks working the ball around. Shot clock at 5. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Fultz comes in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Simmons. He's got 7. Ilyasova a screen. And Simmons kicks to Fultz. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Embiid. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
Covington's shot is off.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Drops in the tray. Brogdon's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back to the action after this word. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Bucks trail by 11. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Bledsoe is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's John Henson. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4. Saric grabs the board.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And the wide open shot from Redick. Here's Embiid. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Embiid's got the first basket of the second half here for Philadelphia. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 16.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Embiid with the block.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Simmons passes to Saric. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The Bucks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
Embiid kicks to Saric. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I don't know, 2 strides, 3 strides, what was that? Giannis covering some ground.
It's deflected. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. Amir Johnson's checked in for the 76ers. Bellinelli comes in for Robert Covington. Brent, every team's looking for skilled bigs who can hit the 3, defend the perimeter, pull out other bigs. At what point do we start seeing 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" guards? I guess we're kind of getting a glimpse of that now.
Yes, with apologies to Magic Johnson and what he was able to do through his career with the Lakers. Those guys are all throughout the league already. I mean, we've already hit that mark, Kevin, where we're seeing some of these guys do extraordinary things in terms of their skill with the basketball in open space. Thank you, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram. I find it amazing, though, don't you?
I really do. And to say that the game is not better than it was, watching what these young players are capable of, and I'm just talking purely in terms of their skill. The game has come a long way. Happy to see it.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Bucks also with the sub. Watkins checked in.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
Bucks trail by 14. Bledsoe dishes to Henson. Bucks passing it around. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points here in the second half. And a wide open look for Simmons. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. 13 points for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
For 3, Brogdon. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 13. It's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And you got to wonder, how high is the ceiling for Giannis in terms of the versatility out there on the floor tonight? He is putting on a scoring show.
And that one drops for him. Simmons got 8 points here in this quarter.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 10 points. And thanks to that one from Henson. And last season, Giannis truly making the leap to superstar in the NBA. Brent was recognized by the fans, as well as he was voted in as a starter for the All-Star game in New Orleans.
And I love the point that Giannis made last year with regards to that All-Star voting, Kevin. He said he would have gotten more votes if people knew how to spell his name correctly. I still get it wrong.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Sharch has checked in for Johnson. Fultz comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. And then for Milwaukee, Jabari Parker comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Terry in for Eric Bledsoe. McConnell passes to Fultz.
What you like about Henson defensively, he has the length to battle inside and the athleticism to get vertical and match up on the perimeter. Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Sharch kicks to Fultz to the inside. Stolen by Henson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Sharch passes to McConnell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The 76ers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
We talk so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
He goes up again. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McConnell kicks to Ilyasova. Back to McConnell. Lays it up off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 8.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there. Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Here's Fultz. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. The 76ers leading by 8. We've got Robert Covington. Fultz is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Šarić, and it's Ilyasova in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Ilyasova playing with a high motor tonight. Lots of activity. He's good for at least a few second chance points.
Here's Terry. Here's Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And how about the quick fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. The free throw off from Henson.
Whether as a starter or a defensive asset off the bench, Henson's willing to play whatever role the team needs him to.
Šarić, that's good.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game is broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Here's Bellinelli. Covington dishes to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, that's offensive interference. J.J. Redick's checked in for Bellinelli. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And the Bucks with some changes. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Parker. Tony Snell comes in for Jason Terry. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Brogdon. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened to what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across to his team in the huddle. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Simmons checked in for Philadelphia. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That shot, no good. Now here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. Rebound, Milwaukee. Henson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Snell, the pass to Bledsoe. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And how about the physique of Eric Bledsoe there? Terrific at sticking it to the defense, even when he gets pinballed around a bit.
Simmons. Foul on the play, basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Brent, some incredible players have put on the jersey for the Bucks in their storied history. You have a favorite Bucks player who you always appreciated watching?
Well, I'll name 3, Kevin. First, Jack Sikma. Second, Sidney Moncrief. And third, Terry Cummings. Those were some of the more incredible offensive teams during the 1980s that do not get enough credit.
Pass to Embiid. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Snell. And Embiid with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Bucks trail by 8. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The feed to Sharch. Stolen by Henson. Bledsoe outside. Here's on to Tecumbo. Snell kicks to Bledsoe. Bucks passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it down to Middleton. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Embiid drives in. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 8. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And stolen by Simmons.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
There's good turnovers. That wasn't one of them. At least this one doesn't lead to an automatic fast break, the live ball turnover. So that's the best you can say about that play.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 11. 1:41 left in the game. .141 left in the fourth. Bledsoe dishes to Middleton. Tries it from 9. And the Bucks miss again.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
Here's Bledsoe. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Don't want to give Bledsoe an open lane. That's inviting some trouble.
He misses the free throw. And he does get the second one. And that brings them to within 10.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those. Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Snell, that's good.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Philadelphia.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
And here are the 76ers now. At one point, they led by 16.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, but you still got to play this one out. Near impossible, but I've seen stranger things happen. Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
It'd take a miracle at this point.
Right, with this deficit and this late in the game, their time has already passed.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Sharch passes to Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Back to Bledsoe. Fires from the wing. It's off. So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg